when we're played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. The groupers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. So the UAB Blazers offense will go to work first. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, Dave.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He's
going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, UAB. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Groupers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have the...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
They'll send the back in motion. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking for a man, it's Chadwick. Makes the grab, it's Monroe. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. That's caught, it's Monroe. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Hands it off. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blazers.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Quickly complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's talk for just a second about UAB. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On the ground, it's Wallace. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. He's up to 55 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. With the catch, it's Green. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. And they will score. Touchdown, UAB.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The groupers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the air, it's Chadwick. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Green. He is feeling it, a huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Takes the handoff, it's Wallace. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the Blazers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UAB.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, running back on the move. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to take off. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Monroe. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Blazers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet That's got to change as this game goes on.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Blazers will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They're going to test the right side with this one. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Working that left side now. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, UAB! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run this play from the pistol. Give to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to...
Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Now facing a 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The groupers will punt it away on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They think there's room to run to the right here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The run from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watts. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to...
Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to the tailback.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. And the groupers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the shotgun, the inside give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Blazers getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ingram. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Blazers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Blazers are facing 3rd and inches. To the air, it's Chadwick. Caught near the sticks. It's Monroe. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Ingram. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The Blazers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. With the clock running, this should be the final play. We waited so long to start